back to the daily grind with the only free MMA channel that fucking matters, Full-Time MMA. And shout out to the anonymous hitter that donated $35 to replace this shitty laptop battery I got that falls out and makes me have to re-upload videos after 2 hours upload time. I'll be ordering that shit as soon as the funds transfer. Much appreciation, sir. Let's get to the news. Brock Lesnar representative is confident in Brock Lesnar's UFC return, and he makes a lot of good points. This guy is actually, a lot of people might know him, Jim Ross. He's been a long-time WWE, WWF commentator. Man, when I was a kid and I used to watch WWF, this dude he's a fucking character. But he's been around the WWE for a long time now. He has a podcast. He has a lot of inside information about WWE entertainers and wrestlers and such as Brock Lesnar. And he makes a lot of good points, and this is what he had to say. He said, yes, I do think Brock Lesnar will fight again in the UFC because he can generate a giant payday for his family. And I assume he would still maintain a positive relationship with the WWE. Seems like this matter of Lesnar's return to the UFC is inevitable and should be a win-win for all involved as it relates to the cash. Winning or losing a UFC fight won't hamper Lesnar's value to the WWE in the least, in my way of thinking. Based on what I know, I see no reason that Lesnar return to the UFC would cease Brock's WWE paydays over the long haul. He went on to talk about the potential fight between Lesnar and Jon Jones. Because in the past week, both of these men have shown interest in fighting each other. You remember, Jon Jones said he would love to fight Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar said anytime, anywhere. Jon Jones said he'll deal with Brock Lesnar after Daniel Cormier. So this is what he had to say about the potential Jon Jones fight. Both men were accomplished amateur grapplers from their college days, and both men are badass alpha males. There's no doubt that Lesnar-Jones fight would generate north of 1 million pay-per-view buys quite easily, I'm thinking. And with that being said, 1 million pay-per-view buys is something that the new UFC owners could not pass up on. Sort of like the Conor McGregor-Floyd Mayweather fight. You can't pass up on it. A lot of people didn't think that fight would happen. They thought that fight had no business happening. They think there's still no business in the fight happening, but guess what? It's happening. So a lot of people think, oh, Brock Lesnar's kind of dirty, you know, it's USADA and yada. We don't, the WME casual fans, shit, some of us hardcore fans don't really care as much as a lot of other people. There are some people that are purists and say, no, like Mark Hunt fans. You know, Mark Hunt's gonna be pissed off about this. But what do you guys think the UFC, WME? God, there's too many letters. What do you think they care about more, Mark Hunt's opinion or 1 million pay-per-view buys? Come on, man. This fight's very possible in happening, but before we continue to talk about it, he's got to beat Daniel Cormier tonight at UFC 214, and if that doesn't happen, then all of this could be for nothing. So before we dive too far into Brock Lesnar versus Jon Jones, I'm excited for UFC 214 tonight. Let's get to it. This will probably be the last video I upload until some results start coming in from the Fight Pass prelims, from the Fox Sports 1 prelims, and the pay-per-view. I'll be watching all of them, so it is what it is. I'm about to go start working on this studio I got downstairs, moving stuff out, starting to move some of my stuff in. It is what it is. It'll be on Snapchat. What the fuck you mean, dude? It is. Let the haters know what the fuck you tell me in the comments. I'm out. What's the difference between a woman with PMS and a terrorist? You can negotiate with the terrorist.